Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I wanted to come and talk about RuPaul's Drag Race. So, I just finished watching the reunion, and I just had a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. I didn't really take any notes. I was tweeting as I was watching the show, so that's basically what I'm going to be referring to. So basically, the girls come out. Everybody looks cute or whatever, you know. I thought June is very very pretty. Has a very very pretty face. Didn't dress was okay, whatever. Like nobody looked horrible, but I just didn't like go up for anyone. Um, I thought Cornbread's outfit um, was cute. That was actually Willow Pill's entrance look. She changed the word from angle to ankle. um, uh, Jasmine was cute. Carrie Colby was cute. I'm a. Can I say something? Carrie Colby does not give me drag queen. Carrie Colby just gives me like a pretty woman. Like even during the race, I never got drag queen from her, and I think that's what Michelle was trying to say without saying it. Trying to watch how she said it. Remember when she told Carrie, like she wants her to be ugly? I think she was saying girl. I think this is a problem. This is just what I've told myself. I think that when it comes to Carrie, and because Carrie is a trans woman, I think that because Carrie just like a lot of trans women or women, period, or at least some, they want to be like the pretty girl. And I think that because Carrie has went through this transition, this is what I told myself. I don't know this to be factual. Because Carrie has went through this transition of becoming this woman, I think it's hard for her to now have to dial it back and be this drag queen. Like I think she always wants to just look like a pretty girl. So it's kind of like she never really gives drag queen. And I think that was part of the problem because for the most part, when Carrie was on the season, Carrie would just come out with what a pink wig on, a green wig or whatever wig. Makeup would be regular makeup, in my opinion, just probably a little bit more than normal, right? Than she would probably normally wear. And then it's like she would just have on like whatever she would have on. But it never really just gave me like drag queen. It just gave me like a pretty girl walk on the runway. I don't know. Anyways, but Carrie, she was cute or whatever. I thought Daya was cute. Like I said, everybody was cute. It wasn't anybody who just stood out, baby. When Willow walked out and did that body roll, when I tell you I screamed. I don't know why I thought it was hilarious that Willow did a body roll. I said, come on, body roll. Let's just get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Is Daya a bitch? Is Daya Betty a bona fide bitch? That's what that's the question. That's the $1,000,000 question. I want to start off by saying this. I think that one thing I have realized, I really just got into Twitter. I've had Twitter, but like I mainly use Twitter just to like watch porn. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Um, so I've been had Twitter, but it's just I never really participated. And then when I would participate, I was always just really retweeting. I never did a whole bunch of tweets because I'm kind of long winded. And one of my struggles that I always had on Twitter was, and I kind of thought it was like genius for the people who could do it. Like I don't know how people could condense like their thoughts into that small space that they provided for you, because back then it was like what 100 and some characters. Now I think they doubled it or something like that. um so I never really could get into Twitter because I'm too long-winded for Twitter. So the most I could do was really just watch porn, which that was right in my alley, or retweet what people already had already tweeted out. Now I'm kind of starting to kind of get the hang of it, switch out some words here. Instead of writing two, just write the number two, or instead of writing you, just write the letter U, or if you need to change out R, Even if it's or ARE, just put R. So sometimes you might have to switch stuff up. So I get it. Um, what was I saying? Is Zaya a bitch? Is that what we're talking about? Is Zaya a bitch? I think what the problem is for me, when I think about what Drag Race used to be, I just remember the girls just like before. Oh, that's what I was saying. Once I got on Twitter, I realized that Twitter, when it comes to Drag Race and when it comes to housewives shows, they are probably the worst group of folk out there. Twitter white, I'm sorry, white Drag Race fans are the absolute worst, and housewife fans, period, across the board. Um, I just miss the days where, like, when I used to watch RuPaul's Drag Race, I used to be in and out of it. I just remember the girls kind of just going on the show, and it really wasn't this big deal. But I think what has happened is now, because of the fans, when the girls go onto the show, they're aware of the cameras, and they're aware of what they say, and they're aware of the villain edit, right? So they kind of present themselves in a fraudulent way. Like, this is probably not who they really are, but in order not to get the villain edit, or in order not to get hate from the fans, they kind of dial back and they want to be the nice, I just love everyone, and I just love, the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. And it's kind of like, girl, that's probably not who you really are. I'm not saying everyone should be a bitch, but I think that sometimes people, including myself, you have an asshole moment. You have a bitch moment. And I think that that's part of the reason why some of these girls really don't say what they want to say on camera. They do a lot of talking when the cameras leave behind each other, when it's not going to be filmed, right? And then you have that one person like Daya who may have the the dick and balls to say, "Well, girl, this is what it is." I think that it's absolutely ridiculous that you fans get so caught up into this fucking show that you start sending people death threats. Now, that's why I've never understood. I can dislike someone, whether it's a housewife, whether it's some man who just ain't shit, but to be sending people death threats over a fucking drag show that's really meant to entertain people, like, you have to be fucking psychotic. It's not that deep. It's really not. It's never been that deep. So even if you think Daya is the worst drag queen out of the season, to send her death threats is just too much. And that would be for anyone. So, like I tweeted out, is Daya a bitch? Maybe. But the bitch wasn't lying about a lot of the shit she was saying. Both can exist at the same time. You can be a bitch and still be telling the truth. And I think that's what sometimes people forget. You can be a bitch and still be telling the truth at the same time. At the same time. So I think that sometimes you may get caught up into what Daya was saying, which is understandable. But I think you all should take a look at what she's saying. In my honest opinion, everything that Daya said, it was some footage to back up everything she said. Even if you thought it was her opinion, it was a reason why Daya was saying what she said. It was a reason why Daya said George's ass shouldn't have won that goddamn challenge. It was the reason why she said, girl, Jasmine, just get up there and throw something around her waist. Okay? It's the reason why she said, girl, like that lip sync between Jasmine and Georges, even though, again, these may some people will say these are just her opinions, but I still feel like it was footage to back it up. Like that lip sync between Georges and Jasmine Kennedy. Because that lip sync was not that great. That should have not been a double. Now, was it cute towards the end? Yeah, but for a double Shantae? Girl, no. Somebody should have got sent home. I tweeted out what I just said. I also feel that with Daya's opinion, there's footage to back up everything she voiced. I really do believe that. I really do believe that. I really believe that the shit that Daya was saying was the shit that everybody wanted to say, but Daya was the one who was bold enough to say it. Daya was the one who said, bitch, fuck this. This is what it is, and this is what it's going to be. I put in another thing I hate. This is another tweet that I sent out, and another thing I hate that the show has turned into RuPaul's best friend race. These girls go on the show being someone who they're not, in hopes of not getting the villain edit or worse, hate from the fans, especially the white ones. Hashtag drag race. Cornbread and those facial girl. Let me tell you something. One thing about the best thing about, no, not one thing. The best thing about the entire reunion was Cornbread and her facial expressions. When I tell you, some of them you had to be like, if you were probably like typing or in the kitchen, you would miss it, of course. So because some of them happened very very fast. I said I was going to go back and watch it because I was actually online. I was tweeting and I was online. I was tweeting on Twitter and I was also web surfing. Um, so I'm sure I probably missed some of them, but the ones I did catch, when I said I was cracking up at Cornbread's um facial expressions. I also tweeted out, Jasmine says that she wants Daya to take accountability. I think that what we have to understand is that just because you don't receive an apology does not mean that someone is not taking accountability for what they said. I tweeted out, Daya did take accountability. She is well aware of what she said. She didn't say she wouldn't take anything she said. She didn't say she wouldn't take back anything she said. But she understands it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's accountability. I think Jasmine wants her to apologize. And then I put, okay, let me continue to watch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I asked a question. Let me read that again. Daya did take accountability. She is well aware of what she said. Didn't she say she wouldn't take back anything she said? She understands it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's accountability. I think Jasmine wants her to apologize. Okay, let me continue to watch. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people, like, we sometimes don't know the difference, like, kind of like, not to go backwards or bring another show into the conversation, but it's kind of like with Candace Dillard Bassett on Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, people want Candace to, you need to be held accountable for what comes out of your mouth, and then when Candace literally says out of her mouth, I'm well aware of what comes out of my mouth. Now, at that point, either you could say you don't like what she's saying, but I think that people don't know the difference of like someone taking accountability and you wanting an apology. Jasmine wants an apology. So because she's not getting the apology, she says that Daya is not taking accountability. She is. Because she literally sat there in front of everybody and said, yeah, I said it and I wouldn't change nothing. That's taking accountability. Anyways, they talked about Alyssa Hunter being basically, I guess, the trade of the season. Alyssa Hunter is cute. You know what's so crazy? Alyssa as a boy, I feel like is cute, and I feel like she would have a cute personality. I feel like Alyssa as a drag queen, I think Alyssa is a bitch. Ain't that? Is that crazy? Is that weird? Is that weird? I really feel like Alyssa as a boy, he's cool, but Alyssa as a drag queen, I could see her being a bona fide bitch. Girl, that's when Bosco said. What did she say? I don't know where we decided drag queens aren't huge bitches. Exactly. That's my whole thing. Like I'm not trying to say that you have an excuse to be a bitch because you are a drag queen. But why are y'all acting like, girl, this is not, I don't know, girl. I just don't like when it's a girl on the show and she gets that edit of bitch, or she says some things that people, again, it could be bitchy, and then people automatically are just like, I hate that fucking bitch. But the truth of the matter is, again, girl, Georgia shouldn't have won. Period. Did Daya have to say George's was a hot ass mess? No, she didn't have to say it, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that, girl, most people know that Georgia shouldn't have won that goddamn challenge. It shouldn't have been no double shantae for oh, sometime I get a feeling, yeah. Girl, y'all acting like the girls was on stage turning it out. Another thing too. I think I've dreaded the words lip sync assassin because that y'all try to give everybody that title. Like maybe it's just me. When I think of lip sync assassins, like Trinity K. Bonet is a lip sync assassin. Like that bitch could get on stage and slay a ballad and an up tempo song. To me, Kennedy Davenport is a lip sync assassin. I'm sorry, Jasmine Kennedy is cute for a little, a little something. But for the most part, Mama gonna do the same exact thing every lip sync. George's cute, but George's is the girl that don't really know how to embody a song. She always just gonna be moving. Like, girl, can you just be still? Like, I don't think that George's or Jasmine are lip sync assassins at all. At all. Like, I don't know anybody that would be afraid to go up, you know, against them in a lip sync. Like I don't I like I could see Lady Camden going up against Georges and Lady Camden winning. You see what I'm saying? Like even when they were all on stage with Georges, Lady Camden, and Angeria, like Georges just didn't slay the girls. To me, matter of fact, she didn't even win that lip sync. I thought Angeria won, but that's neither here nor there. Like I don't know, girl. Anyways, but not to take away from George's. I mean, she is cute, but y'all be giving people too much. Like one thing I noticed too that everybody is iconic to the white gays now, and everybody is a lip sync assassin. Girl, everybody and everything is not iconic, and everybody and everything is not legendary. Girl, damn. Anyways, I guess Angeria and Lady Camden, huh? I guess they just gonna see what's gonna happen. That's cute. So shout out to Angeria and Lady Camden. Angeria asked Rue, was she gonna come to the wedding if it was one? Rue said, "Baby, you put 40." Rue said, "You put 40,000 in a Prada bag." Then, baby, we got the. I said, "I know that, baby." Rue said, "Bitch, I don't go nowhere if I'm not getting paid." I said, "I know that's fucking right." Um, who else? Um, they talked about the girls transitioning. I don't. Well, see, I kind of get confused sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, so I really can't go into because I know Willow. Okay, so basically, Jasmine. I know Cornbread is transitioning, or she already has at this point. I don't know, but so basically, the trans. So it's Jasmine Kennedy, Carrie, Willow Pill, Bosco, Cornbread are trans, right? Okay, that's what we're gonna leave it at. They're trans. So good for them for living in their truth. Shout out to all the people I just mentioned. Carrie made a joke talking about come on, sisterhood of the traveling estrogen. I said, I know that's right. Kahanaman, a girl, they had some people ask some questions. They had Derek Barry. What's his name? Derek Barry. Is that the name? I can't remember the one who the Britney Spears impersonator. I don't think that. I don't think he a drag queen. To me, I don't. Girl, when he came back for All Stars, and he was like, "I'm doing it different this time." He still came back as Britney Spears. I was like, girl. Derek Barry is a Britney Spears impersonator. Derek Barry is not a drag queen. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say. And I have been saying that shit for years and years and years. Girl, that is a Britney Spears impersonator, not a drag queen. Kahana Montrese, girl, she was doing the most asking that question. Girl, what? Girl, girl, she was trying to be so. Now, let me say something, bitch. Have y'all seen Kahana Montrese as a boy? Bitch, I will. Baby, Kahana Montrese as a boy is fine as hell. Girl, fine. I went to his Instagram page. I think I follow him. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I just know he fine. I don't know if he got some work done or what, but I just know he fine. I know he got a new set of teeth. I said, come on, bitch. Come on for the checks clearing, honey. If you ain't gonna do nothing else, baby, get your teeth fixed. I said, I know that I can't be mad at no bitch. You get her teeth fixed, okay? Um. Oh, who won the worst outfit of the season? Maddie Metamorphosis. Is that his name? The straight guy. He came out. Some guy came out with some tights on. Did you hear? Did you hear when what's her face? What's her name? Carrie was like, I don't think they did nothing for him. Because the guy came out and gave Maddie the award. And he didn't have on a he didn't have on a shirt. He had on tights. Um. Anyways, I think that was all pretty much all my notes. That was pretty much it. So we have the top five, which is Willow, which is Willow Pill, Angeria, Daya, Bosco. Who else? Who else is it? Oh, and Lady Camden. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Willow Pill won. Willow Pill, I could see Willow Pill being the winner. Honestly, Willow Pill was like, okay, girl, I ain't gonna lie, quiet as it kept. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, girl. But Willow Pill, I think had a lot of us fooled because her first time walking in that door, I said, okay, she gonna be the first one out. And when she did that first runway look, I said, oh, I was like, okay, girl, this is completely different from the girl that walked in, you know, the entrance. This is a completely different. And then I said Willow was kind of turning some looks this season. I don't know if she was, but then somebody. Okay, let me ask a question: was Willow turning looks, or was it just that we were surprised that Willow was giving us the looks because we expected something else based off of her entrance look? That part. You know what I'm saying? I think Willow was turning looks. Now that last look dressed as a mouse, I don't know why that dumbass bitch is. Willow, where did that come from? Why did you decide to last the last? Oh God! So this bitch dressed up as a rat. Girl, Willow, go home and change. Take your ass in the back and change. Anyways, I'm here for RuPaul's Drag Race. It's cute or whatever. Y'all need to stop sending the girls death threats. Ain't nobody did shit on these shows. Now, it's what girl, the people who y'all need to be sending death threats, girl, y'all don't send them to. Girl, but it ain't nobody that I ain't never seen a person on RuPaul's Drag Race that should receive a death threat. A death threat? Death threats. I said, y'all got the right one. Y'all got the right one. The right one. Anyways. All right, and then I guarantee you half of the people that's probably even that are sending the death threats don't even have the pussy or the dick and balls to even do it from a public, profile or show their face. Like if you gonna send out a death threat, post your face, your full name, and your address, bitch. Show the world how much of someone how much dick and balls you really got. Y'all probably sending death threats from private profiles and girl at the public library, right? If you're gonna do some shit, do some shit. Don't be scary about it. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Oh, the reunion. I'm not the reunion. The finale comes on next week. Next Friday, I believe. I don't know what time. Oh, bitch. Are y'all ready for All Stars? Even though I would have caught my life more if they would have had all the All Stars, but I guess they're trying to girl. When I tell you RuPaul gonna have an All Star show. She's gonna have a regular season plus an All Star show. So I'm assuming, I don't know. I guess the other ones will be back the next season, but I'm excited for All Stars. Who they have Jinx Monsoon, who I love. They have Shea Coulee, who I fucking love. Jada Essence Hall, who I fucking love. Monet Exchange, who I fucking love. Raja, I don't know a lot about Raja. Um then I had, I think, Vivian, she's from the UK. And I think that was it, right? I think that was it. Wait, let me see. Yeah, Raja, Shea Coulee, Monet. Oh, and Trinity the Tuck. I ain't worried about Trinity the Tuck. But that's it, y'all. I can't wait to All Stars. I think it's gonna be real cute. I cannot wait. All right, y'all. This is Rodney signing out.